Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Firstly, let me start by thanking all you guys for your wonderful comments for the last video. It seems you like that kind of topic a lot, your lifelong partner and all the little details. So I'll try to run probably like a bi-weekly update with that if there's new energy and information, because sometimes things shift and it's great to have a more updated version of what's going on. And I know there's constantly new subscribers, so they may want their own new updated version, but it was a lot of fun to make. There was a lot of clear, beautiful, concise messages, so it was a lot of fun to make. Now it's really gorgeous out, so I wanted to come out and do an outside read. And happy Memorial Day weekend. I'm very excited. Tonight is actually, I'm probably pre-taping this by 24 hours. Tonight is the new moon, and I'm very excited. The energy is so great. I've got to tell you, like, what can be black and white in just a day. Like yesterday, my son was very stressed. He said he had a hard day at school. His knee hurt. Things, he was late to classes. All these things were stressing him out. And then today was absolutely beautiful because we had a talk last night, and I was like, listen, whatever I can do to make, your scholastic year better. I don't mind driving across town and picking you up and having, a nice sandwich or pizza ready, a cold drink, so you can tell me about your day and you don't have to sit on a cramped hot bus. And it made all the difference. Like today, he was smiling and laughing. He was so happy when I messaged I was coming to get him. So anytime that we can go and really bring a little delight and ease into someone's day, let's take advantage of that, because we get that paid back tenfold. Like, I feel really elevated and wonderful right now due to the fact that he's happy. He knows that somebody's listening. They care about his comfort, and it's wonderful when we can do that for friends, family, whomever, right? So we're going to have a 3-card read, and this is going to be great. This is kind of like all the F's: friendship, family, finances, future. So it's going to be all messages that Spirit wants to send our way and let us know what's coming. And I hope our neighbors don't pull out some weird stuff, because I just got out here. So we have 3 cards. We have rejuvenation, we have divinity, and we have knowledge. And I want to show you guys, I was so lucky. I made this citrine necklace the other night, and it doubles perfectly as a bracelet, and it's these big chunky nuggets. I'll put it in the store tonight. I just had India photograph it for me, and I have my onyx on, because I do find that when I go out in public places that it's great to have a protection stone, a dark stone, tourmaline, onyx, any of those beautiful protective stones. So let's see what's going on with number 1. And I'm going to do the fan out method. I'm going to pull 2 of these. Then we're also going to pull an angel card, and we're going to pull a beautiful witch's card. And I'm really starting to streamline my channel, where I'm going to have in the links below very shortly the cards and the decks that I use, because I get tons of messages over on my DMs and on this, Melanie, what was that deck? And because I probably have 100 decks, a lot of the titles have a lot of similar things in them, like mystical, magical, moon, so on and so forth, angels. So I don't want to get them mixed up, because you could get a wrong deck. So I'll start to list what they are very shortly for you guys, because I know a lot of you are other readers as well. So we're going to start with rejuvenation right away. I feel like you're going to feel better. You're going to be looking after your health and recognize the fact that nobody can do it for us but us, right? If we need the rest, we have to do it. Example, yesterday I got scared for the first time in a long time. I bent over, whipped my hair back to put it in a bandana, and I got vertigo, which the floor came up, the ceiling came down, there was dizzy spells, the room was like on an axis. I actually grabbed the sink and I sat down on the side of the tub, and I took several deep breaths. But this went on and on for like 4 or 5 hours, and on and off, just sporadically, like if I turned too quickly or did something. And I was scared, because I was like, this better not be like a major affliction. I don't know what's going on. However, it righted itself. I'm perfectly fine today. But it's one of those things where I realized I was doing too much. I was working 7 days a week, sometimes sun up to sundown. We are so hard on ourselves and so critical, and we want to complete so many tasks, but what we need to do is streamline. And what I'm hearing for this group too, if, say, perhaps you have an Etsy store, you have any store, maybe you fine-tune things so it makes operating easier. You don't have so many individualistic things, so many custom-made things. Streamline it. That's what I'm starting to do, where I'm sure I have pieces in there that will take me hours to remake customly, so I'm going to streamline that. If you can cut something out of your day that's just superfluous, but it makes it a little too much, like if you have, yoga, Pilates after work and all these other things, then you're meeting for drinks and you're just jam packing your schedule. So instead of it being enjoyable, it's becoming like a process that, something you have to endure, and we never want that. So don't overfill your calendar. Really just take it easy on yourself and do things that are really important to you, right? So let's see, you have death. So this is saying right now, you need to drop some old habits and let some old wasteful behaviors go. This is also going to be the death, I feel like, you guys, of overconsumption of whatever it is. I feel like a lot of you might be late night snackers, or you might have gotten in the habit of overspending, jacking up some money on your credit card, which isn't necessary. And a lot of people, and I used to be right in this realm too. When I had anxiety, I would spend money. I'd be like, oh, if I buy this, it'll make me feel better. If I have, a new book, a new deck of cards or whatever, I'll feel better, but it doesn't. It actually creates more anxiety. So you're going to be dropping that habit and not be overspending. See, and then you're going to get a sense of security. I feel like you have more money and more resources coming in. Financially, things are going to be looking a lot better. You're going to have a sense of security. You're going to be able to cover all your bases without stress or stretching or having to overwork, or, the proverbial robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're going to be able to really regulate how you spend, and realizing that overspending it doesn't benefit us in any way to overextend. Why are we consuming all this stuff that we don't need? And I do find that when I'm over consuming in one way, I'm not cherishing and having gratitude for what I already have. It's basically like giving the middle finger to everything else you own. Like, screw you, I've already noticed you, I've had you for 5 minutes, you're old news, get out of here. You know what I mean? And we get that once we start spending, it becomes very addictive. That's why on Amazon, that's why they're gazillionaires, because the ease in which people can purchase things, and that you don't even have to, you just click a button and it's yours, right? And you're learning that, you don't need things to make you happy, that it's definitely your frame of mind. Now you have Euchanite too, answered prayers. So all your great work has opened the door to divine solutions and support. So I feel like a lot of you are being very inspired to new creative projects. Please keep going and stay motivated with that. I feel they are going to be divinely inspired. You're going to have support in these endeavors by having a ready audience that's going to love your offerings and want to purchase them. Also, you're going to have continual ideas. A lot of people that take off and, they start a business, they're like, am I going to have this constant motivation? A lot of readers that and clients of mine say, Melanie, I'm worried that I'm not going to have fresh ideas and new input. And I'm like, it just comes. It really does. If it's something you love, and it's something you're constantly researching and looking into and watching others and, getting diversity in your skill set, you're always going to want those challenges. You're always going to want to advance and do top tier. Like, since you have whatever your offering is, why not make it the absolute best? Really put your heart and mind into it. Make it interesting. Make it a delight for other people to experience. There's enough junk out there. Let's really put out some quality stuff, is what that's reminding of us. And then growth. You are going through a beautiful cycle of learning. Like, you want to learn how to delegate your time wisely, eat well, spend quality time with quality friends. I feel like, you're tired of doing the same old things and really having huge expenditures of energy socially where you don't really get much from it. You're in large groups, people are doing and saying and behaving the same ways, and you're like, I want a little bit more elevated company. I want to learn about things, maybe some art, maybe take a class, things like that. You really are coming to a time in your life where you want some challenges and you want to do some new things. It's just, I feel it is your time to shine for sure. Wow, yeah, see, newness. This is newness everywhere. You have the Ace of Swords. So all this divine guidance and security and great ideas are coming your way. Wow, King of Wands. A lot of you too, you have a very impressive male figure. If you're a female or another male, whatever, you have a very impressive male figure coming into your life. Whether they are of a friendship capacity, a romantic capacity, boss, student, whatever, this is crazy. They're positioning you for success. Whoever they are, they really believe in your talent, your gifts, and who you are. And this is going to be a new person. Or it may be a boss who has kind of been lying in the sidelines, is now taking notice to, they've just opened their eyes to the process of how excellent your work is and what you're putting out in the world and how high value it is. So they are going to back you and want to elevate you to this. And you also are much more high-minded with things. You're no longer settling for crumbs. I love that saying, I'm not going to settle for crumbs. You want the whole beautiful multi-grain loaf, because it is your time to soar, and you're going to do it. You're going to be doing well financially, emotionally. You're going to have good friendships and support. You're also going to just have new insights to things, a new, beautiful, rich way of looking at things, which long-term are helpful, releasing things that don't work. And that's really what happens with this new moon. We just don't settle anymore. We don't partake in any low vibrational things. We don't settle. We know our worth, so we're stepping into this. Damn it, I am a really high value person, so I am going for it in every way, shape, or form, and the universe and other people are going to support you, so you're going to feel rejuvenated and great. So beautiful energy, group one, love and light. I love that energy for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and all my links are down below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. And if you need a private read, if you want to go to my Etsy store and see all my gems and goodies and things, or my Patreon page, anything, you are more than welcome. So, and come see me over on Instagram at SparkCrystal11. I do post memes and crazy things, and I love to connect with people over there. Okay, so nourishment. This is saying, wherever you derive nourishment from, first I'm hearing two things that really take anything that grows off a tree out of the ground is subscribed here. Anything, almonds, good, healthy, apple, good food, really is, it is food from the great goddess, the great Mother Earth, and it is going to do your body good. It's going to help you with stamina. It's going to help you with your vitamins and minerals and the things you need. But also, what nourishes your heart, your mind, and really keeps you enthusiastic about life, right? I feel like there's no bigger important factor in life besides love that is excitement and passion for our life, the things we're doing, where we're going. And that's why the dream and vision board thing is such a big deal to me, that I'm always a proponent of, is because you're creating your biggest, best picture of what you want, and it's constantly in front of you and reminding you and motivating you to move towards that. So be with people, places, and things that nourish you and offer you sparks of light and ideas and happiness and health. Like, you ever just think of that one person you're going to hear or see or be with or watch on YouTube, and you get excited for that because they are the purveyor of great nourishment for your soul, for your mind, that expansive energy, that type of thing. Acceptance. I feel like whatever circles you're going to be moving in, that is going to be a greater level of acceptance of you, your ideas, where you're going, but also for you, even more importantly, you're just allowing now. You're not struggling. You're not fighting. You're not like, I need this to happen. I need that to happen in this time frame. Like, you're not wrestling anymore. You have beauty, magic, and alignment coming in, and it's really going to propel you to the next level in your life. Really good friendships I'm seeing. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Again, this was like the last group. I felt that a lot of you have a very powerful male aspect coming in to help you with projects at school, new love, all of these things. Very, very, probably also I'm feeling like probably a fire sign. Somebody who's impassioned, that can motivate you in the same direction and help you see through and follow through on your goals and dreams, because they see the beauty in it. They see the magic in your ideas, and they're not going to let you just shelve it. Oh yeah, look at that. And you also have 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, financially things are going to be in a much calmer place, and you're going to have ready cash, more accessible, higher credit score. Things are going to be on the mend for you. And also I feel that a lot of you were thinking about having a little side hustle, whether it was writing, blogging, vlogging, Reiki, other little things, your own YouTube channel, a lot of things like that. And it's actually going to be super cost effective to start, and right away you're going to see the benefits of that because you have a natural affinity and gift for this. And oh, look at this, and karmic, you have karma rewards coming too, because I feel like you are a giving, loving person, and you're continually thinking of ways and ideas to make other people's lives simpler, better. You've become more effective in how to delegate your time and handle things beautifully. You don't have animosity about your competitiveness, and so it's time for your karmic rewards. And that's where some of this massive abundance is coming in, as well as this beautiful Knight of Wands. It's almost like a karmic pull into a love match that is coming, as well as a beautiful support system that is going to help you kind of focus and hone in on your dreams and guide you to them and be there for you and help you assimilate into changes and go over any hurdles with ease. And just really, they're a proponent for good change for you. And yeah, you're like becoming extremely flexible and diverse in what you're doing. So beautiful energy, group 2. I love that. Yeah, you're going to have some major manifestation skills, especially when it comes to attracting abundance. Gorgeous. Yeah, I love this too. You're just allowing, you're in a peaceful state of mind. You're growing. You're realizing I don't need to I don't need to struggle. I don't need to have hardship that doesn't belong there anymore. So beautiful group divinity. A lot of divine guidance for you for sure. So if you are new, welcome. All my links are down below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. I have a gazillion things going on down there. The new Goddess Provisions box is coming in shortly. I'm very excited. My girl Noelle just notified me here that it should be here, and I'm probably going to run a contest over here as soon as it arrives for you viewers, and then one of you can get a chance to win. I'm slowly coming up on 30,000 subscribers, so I'll hold a big to-do on that as well. I love holding contests. So this is what's coming in for you. Let's see what's going on. We have clearance and containment. This is beautiful. So clearance, you are absolutely getting rid of, I'm hearing right now, just get rid of anything that is taking up room in your house that you don't absolutely love. If it is just tchotchke and a lot of summer clothes and stuff for your boats and just whatever, just taking up space and your oxygen and your free, your extra free restful eye space, get rid of it. I feel like I'm doing that right now with the clearance. India's been helping me. Once you do that, I feel like you breathe better in your home. It becomes much feng shui, and then you're just buying things that are purposeful instead of stuff that is just filling up space, and containment too. I feel like whatever comes your way, if everybody is exploding and getting over dramatic and ridiculous, you have great containment. You're able to approach a group, one person, whatever, and get them to settle in their tea kettle. I mean, you just have that beautiful Midas touch of calming other people's emotions right now, and you're going to be sought after for that too as a mediator. I feel like you just have that skill set. You can see through it. You have a healthy detachment. You don't get pulled into the drama where you're allowing it to shift your behavior at all. You're elevated from that. So people are really looking forward to your expertise to that. And you're also going to have everything contained, like your business dealings, all of that. Everything's just going to be really filed and held accountable and just done very effortlessly and very professionally. I feel like professionally you're really going to have it together. And part of this is because of boundaries. You're not going to be a yes man. You're not going to say, oh yes, I'll have that for you tomorrow. Oh yes, right away. Oh, I can do that. You're not going to be anybody's yes man. When you have time to do something, do it well and do it to your satisfaction is when you're going to do it. You're going to be really excellent at setting firm boundaries and relationships as well. If you have other people that want to text, call, and demand answers from you every 5 minutes, you're going to be like, listen, I have a life. I have things I have to take care of. And you're going to be very firm yet polite, and it's going to make your life a lot easier because you don't have these constant distractions of people just trying to pull you in all these directions. You're going to notice who's just being needy, who's being silly, who's being foolish, and you're just not going to play into that. You're going to have a lovely, oh, beautiful. Oh, that just flew out too. Oh, I love these for you guys. Beautiful. So you have the Page of Cups. Like, I love this because she is under this huge tidal wave. And for all you Floridians, I'm sending you my love. I think there's something going out in California too. All my love and support and white light. Tonight I'm going to do a white light ceremony and send it down there because they're due for some horrific hurricane weather. And as you know, Florida has been just pummeled before in the past, and it's so exposed. So to all of you that live there, my love and blessings and prayers are with you guys. Okay, so this is basically saying that even though sometimes there's foretold danger or whatever, if we think about that all the time, we can literally choke to death on popcorn. So if we lived our whole life like that in fear, we wouldn't get anything done. We wouldn't eat anything. We wouldn't go anywhere. We wouldn't learn anything. We wouldn't do anything. I've had people literally that have been absurdly insane hypochondriacs, and they're very hard to deal with because even a paper cut, they think they're going to get septicemia, and you're like, okay, everybody calm down. Where meanwhile, I've gone through, when we're not fearful from birth, we're taught these things from our family. And I was really lucky that I had practically cave people relatives. Like, they would just go out in the forest of Maine where there were bears, there were mountain lions, there was everything. We just camped. We're like tent and food, we're here. And it didn't dawn on me really till later when I would hear certain stories. I'm like, oh, we could have been killed by moose, by bears, and this and that. But it's not something that is, you're excited for the adventure. So you don't even have that in your repertoire. You're just excited. You want the adventure. You have somebody that's about to bring you a fantastic message. So you're stoked. There is a whole spectrum of great things coming down, the river for you, and you're hopeful and you're looking forward to it, and it's creating passion and excitement in your life in a very beautiful way. So you don't have time for fear or being antisocial or, being low vibration. You're just excited for things. The one thing that you are getting better at, I can feel with this wheel, and your perspective is new, is I feel at one time you did suffer from missing out. You did have the fear of missing out. There were so many choices on anything, watching shows, like where you're going to divest your time on Netflix, where you're going to divest your time with people, places, and things. And I feel like in the past you might have even suffered burnout. You try to go to work, you try to go to the gym, see these friends, do all these things, and your alone time and self-care time might have suffered. But now you're like, you know what, I'm being damn selective in the people I hang out with. They better elevate me, make me feel good, and be of my tribe. Otherwise, I don't have time. I'm not just going to sit there and listen to people talk about themselves or wants or needs or whine. Like, I have no threshold for that. I am very sympathetic and I genuinely love people to death. But if there's a specific person or group where that's where the conversation revolves around, whining, crying, and all of that, especially if they have everything, no time for that. So you're going to recognize that time. You're going to be very discerning in how you're going to govern your time, because you're going to have new projects and fun things popping up all over. And you're going to be like, you know what, this is what works. I'm going to focus on that, because we do know that where we put our focus and our energy is where our results come. Manifesting, projects, getting things done, completing them, all of that. And I've learned that through this process of being self-employed, that, I have very many areas that I work in. And when I started, I was doing, counseling. I was doing life coaching. I was doing this, and I wanted to put out a video a day, my jewelry, everything. I thought, I have to devise a schedule where I don't suffer burnout, nor do I become neglectful of anything. So my premise was always, and you're going to learn this, that, you promise little to moderate and you deliver big. You always have a nice surprise for somebody, because you've left the time and energy and you haven't spent it all frivolously by trying to go in too many directions. You really, really focusing on what's important. And this is beautiful. Your perspective now of things is going to be so heightened and wonderful that you realize when you have excellent inner dialogue, you're speaking well to yourself, you're realizing your capabilities, you're not second guessing yourself, and more importantly, being around a group of people that second guess you or themselves, because it's contagious. Moods are contagious. So you're going to feel elevated. And when you feel the stress of that, you're going to pull away so you can rejuvenate yourself and feel good and elevate that energy. Yeah, see, protection, you're going to be protecting yourself through that. And also a really good thing to have again is like onyx. That's this dark bead right here. Onyx, tourmaline, dark stones, very, very helpful for that. And honestly, I don't know if a lot of people know this, wearing a black top is, witches have known this for centuries. It's very deflected of negativity. It's very protective. So dark clothes as well. And I find people are much more, it almost has something to do with authorities wearing navy and black, judges, police officers, that there's an air of authority to it as well. So people have a little more deference to people wearing those colors as well. I've noticed that, in different areas of my life as well. So use that as well. And remember, nobody can harm you or make you feel bad about anything you're doing but you. So don't give them permission to do that. Don't give away your power to people. You're going to be able to just hoist yourself up here all the time. Start again. Each day is a new way. We get to define ourselves in a new way every day and have new accomplishments and achievements anytime we want. That's the great thing about life. We get to have new experiences and choices every day. We get to eat something new and delicious. We get to have great conversations. We get to learn new things, experiences. That's the cool factor. We're not stuck in some kind of, mediocre wagon wheel, like that gerbil on the wheel. We get to break out of that whenever we choose. And now is your time, and you're really going to thrive. So I love that energy. Group 3, beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below if you need anything. Yeah, beautiful. Even write this down. It's very helpful to write things down. I write down everything. It kind of like stamps it in your head and in your mind. Okay, this is a given. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to allow people to say this, do this, or bother me in any way, shape, or form. It's written down. It kind of reiterates that strong point for you as well. So everything is down below. Love and light to you guys. I'm very excited. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. This is a timeless read too. I feel like these energy reads, when people see them, that's when it's meant for them. So again, this will be timeless. So love and light.